Hi guys, so today we are doing a makeup video featuring this look. It's a no base makeup look. I've been doing a version of it for several months now, and I actually posted some pictures featuring this look on Instagram. You seem to like it, and I wanted to talk more about what I use and what I don't use to achieve this. The no base part of it simply came about because I did not like the way that foundations feel on my skin, even the best ones, and I started looking for light skin tints, and then I was like, you know, what if we just do away with that? If we can do some targeted color correcting, we can skip the base altogether. This is also a very skin forward makeup look. It does just flaunt your actual real skin front and center. This look is going to work perfectly for those of you who do not like to or do not want to use heavy makeup on a regular basis, because it actually defines and enhances your features like your lips, cheeks, eyes, all of that, and it's overall like a less is more approach. All of the products that I use are going to be in the description bar underneath this, so do check that out for information, although I do encourage you to use whatever products you might have also. Let's get into it. Here's how my bare face looks, and this video is also partially sponsored by Daughter Earth, who I'm so excited to partner with. So I will be showing you two of my favorite products from this brand, starting with their Sunny Dip Hybrid Sunscreen. This is an SPF 50 PA Quadruple Plus sunscreen. I definitely feel like hybrid sunscreens are my favorite kind to use. They give you the benefits of both chemical and mineral filters. It is really lightweight, but it's also nice and rich. So if you have dry skin, you're gonna love this one. I especially like using it during winters. Daughter Earth is a young Indian brand. They recently turned 5. They are not one of those brands that has to release a new product every month, but what they do release is something that I can usually really trust in the integrity of the formulation. They are also bootstrapped by choice, so I do have a code with them as well. You can use Magali to get 20% off. This should be valid across the website. Now I'm going to be using their concealer in 2 shades, so they have 5 shades altogether. Starting with the lighter of the 2 shades, this is Latte, and I'm using this to brighten my under eye area, because I realized that, you know, I have dark circles, and just brightening that under eye area really uplifts and brightens my entire face. It is a very breathable concealer, and I think it's best to apply and blend this out with your fingers. The formula is super creamy and buildable, so you can see that I also applied it in layers, and afterwards I do like to set this one. I'm using the Innisfree powder that we will talk about a little later. Then I'm using the darker shade to color correct around my lips, because that's also where I have hyperpigmentation. I feel like that area benefits a lot from a little bit of just targeted brightening. But I do have spots on my face that I'm not bothering to correct. If you want to, you can hide them. It is entirely your choice. Just don't feel like you have to do it, you know. Now on to eye makeup. So this look doesn't have eyeshadow, but we're going to go in with eyeliner, and my secret is brown eyeliner. This is my favorite one. It's from L'Oreal. I love everything about it but the price, so I did kind of find a similar dupe. The L'Oreal one is still slightly better, but then the Etude one is a lot more affordable. Brown eyeliner is just very refreshing. It's still going to define your eyes, but it's not as sharp or stark as black. I just think that, you know, you should give it a try. It looks really, really pretty. And my favorite mascara is also this brown one. I was sad that it was over, but then I had a backup already. This is also by Etude. It's their Curl Fix mascara. There are still limited options when it comes to brown liner and brown mascara, so I really hope that'll change soon. Until then, I like using these products. As I said, we get a defined but softer finish. My brows are always something that, you know, I have to add product to, and I recently started using this Unleashia product, which is a big change for me, because it's the first time I'm using a brow product that does not add any pigment, I think. Or like, I had used another one also. So this is kind of just a product that fluffs up your brows a little and sets them in place. So you can apply it with the mascara type of brush, and then there are these other brushes
that you can use to set your brows how you like them. And now we move on to lips. This is a purely optional step, but I definitely recommend using a lip pencil in a very natural shade, something that's similar to your lip tone. I'm sorry I didn't film this step very well, but I'm using Colourpop's BFF2 lip liner. It's sort of a My Lips but better type of shade. And after that, I'm going in with this Etude Dear Darling water tint. This is the red one, and I have a whole review video on this product. So if you want to know more about it, I would definitely recommend watching that. This water tint behaves a little differently than similar lip and cheek tints. It's a little quirky. Whenever I apply it on my lips, it always comes on my teeth also, and I have to clean my teeth off. Even for my lips, it actually stains the inside part much more, which is why I recommend using a lip liner so you can have defined edges as well. I also prefer to do 2 layers on my lips because it's gonna look very intense when you apply it, but as it dries down, it definitely fades a little bit. Then I'm going in with this Innisfree No Sebum mineral powder, my favorite face powder to use. It's not strictly a setting powder, but I use this whenever I want my face to look a little less shiny, and I can use this with or without makeup. And that's our look. Let me show you guys a really quick before and an after. I know that there's not a very big difference, but I feel like this look still achieves what I wanted it to do, which is enhance your features but still look like you.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this encourages you to try something a little bit different. If like me, you've been fed up of using base products, this is your sign to actually do a lighter base makeup look. You do not need a skin tint, you don't need a foundation, you don't even need a powder foundation. You can actually do a full makeup look minus those products. You can still look and feel incredibly pretty. I know for me, doing this look makes me feel very, very confident. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you have any tips or anything that you would like to add to this, let's just have a conversation in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.